The Board of Education, Superintendent, Principal, and Athletic Council of Berne Union High School extend to each of you a cordial welcome this evening. We're very pleased that you can be with us today. Berne Union High School and Fisher Catholic High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. The athletes in this game are friendly rivals. While play on the court may be fierce, all in attendance tonight are reminded that this is a game between young athletes and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Mid-State League. The officials for this evening's game are Ronald Frame, Randy McInturf, and James Brown. For those of you who are able, please stand as the Berne Union Pep Band plays our national anthem.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center, Dagger Law, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, The Carriage Company, The Savings Bank, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, the Edwards Insurance Agency, Buckeye Toyota, Huddle Tire and Auto, and North Body Shop.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Interface Video Productions Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. I'm Jared Stewart. Tonight we're in Sugar Grove for a Mid-State League Cardinal Division girls basketball matchup, which is going to be a good one between the Fisher Catholic Irish and the Berne Union Rockets. Both these teams coming in very, very similar. Teams that can't really get on a groove, in a roll, because of several stoppages in their seasons due to COVID. However, both of them still having great success this season. Berne Union comes in at 10-3 overall, 7-1 in the Mid-State League Cardinal. However, they've lost 3 out of their last 4 games. The Fisher Catholic Irish 9-3 overall, 4-3 in the Mid-State League Cardinal. Tonight's tip-off brought to you by North Body Shop, providing quality customer service, parts, and reliability since 1979. Owner Mark North will provide you with a free written warranty on each estimate. That's Mark North of North Body Shop. He'll treat you right. Tip controlled by Berne Union, wearing their home white uniforms tonight. Of course, this Rockets team, a lot of success last year, and they lost 2 players who were mainstays with them for about 4 years as starters, and the biggest scorers in their teams. There's a nice look underneath the bucket to Mina Gronbach, who scores the first goal for the Rockets. Bella Klein graduated last year. Emily Blevins graduated on a very good basketball team that went to the regional tournament, as here's a 3 put up, no good for the Irish. and it will stay with Fisher Catholic. However, this Berne team, as you watch this replay, you know, they knew that they still had a lot of talent on this basketball team. Even losing Klein and Blevins, they reeled off 9 wins in a row to start the season before losing 3 of their last 4. That's coming off of a long break from COVID. Long shot, no good for the Irish. Rebounded by Berne Union. Abby Evans leads the way. Swing it left side to Gronbach. Skip pass back over to Evans, now in the corner. It is Bailey Mergen. There's Hannah Brown. Now back out to Evans. Keep an eye on Sophia Klein. She is the leading scorer on this Rocket basketball team. Scored 32 the other night in the loss, an overtime loss to the number 5 ranked team in the state in Division 4, Trimble. This Berne Union team ranked number 9 in Division 4. Good defense here from the Irish. Get inside. It's stolen away by Vonnie Bethel. Here comes Bethel. 1-on-3. What will she decide to do? She pulls it out, gives it off to Jada Dixon. Now inside to Bruce. Dixon thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Goes on the drive, kick it back out. 2-0 Rockets, 6:17 and counting here in this first quarter. Ava Albert with the basketball, gives off now to Dixon. Tight defense by Abby Evans. The 5-second count is on, and they get a violation. Great job by Abby Evans providing the tough defense there, and that's one of her greatest attributes. As Coach Matt Little told us, Evans has been steadying influence as the point guard and also has played some outstanding defense this season. There's a lob pass down on the baseline. Kick it back out. Gronbach for 3. No good. Evans hustles for the rebound. Now almost stolen away. Back in control by Evans. Here's Gronbach. Tough pass to the elbow to Klein. Now back to Evans. Swing it left side to Brown. Now Evans' shot high off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Ellie Bruce. This Fisher Catholic team coming off a 56-19 win over Miller this past Wednesday night. These two teams, believe it or not, at this point in the season, you're thinking this has to be the second time these teams have played, as there's a shot no good, rebounded by Klein. But this is the first matchup for these two teams. They will play again in just a little over a week. 3-pointer in the corner, no good. Ball loose, and they'll say it went off of Fisher Catholic, so it'll stay with the Rockets underneath their own basket. 2-0 the score, 5:03 to play in the first quarter. Sophia Klein to inbound. And there's a traveling violation on Berne Union. For Fisher Catholic, their 3 league losses come to Bishop Rosecrans twice, who currently sits atop the Mid-State League Cardinal. They've also lost to Harvest Prep once. For the Berne Union Rockets, they have 1 league loss. That's to Rosecrans. Their other 2 losses are to Bloom Carroll and Trimble. There's a layup no good for the Irish. Rebounded by Berne Union quickly the other way. Here's Gronbach. Nice pass, but it's off the leg of the Fisher Catholic Irish, Brooke Vogel, and into the hands of Ava Albert. Back out to Dixon. Still just a 2-0 game as the Irish with the basketball yet to put a bucket in. Turnaround jumper no good for Bruce. Rebounded by Bailey Mergen. Here is Mergen. Get it back out to Evans. Now Brown. Evans thought about that long 3, doesn't take it. Irish playing the zone defense, and it's stolen away by Ava Albert. Quickly the other way, here's the Irish. Dixon dumps it to the elbow to Bruce, and a traveling violation. Ellie Bruce, a 6'1" sophomore. Definitely want to get her involved in the offense. Brooke Vogel checks out, coming into the game for the Irish is Avery Bruce, as we see the replay here of that violation. I'm not sure on that one. Hannah Brown with the basketball. Back to Evans. 2-0 the score, 3:34 and counting in the first quarter. Lob inside to Mergen, kick it back out. to Hannah Brown. Now to Evans. This Rocket team put up a good fight here at home just 2 nights ago, as there's another ball stolen away by Ava Albert. Albert one-on-one, lays it up no good, but she's going to the free throw line. Rocket foul is going to be called on Hannah Brown. That's her first. That'll send Ava Albert to the free throw line. Albert is an 88% free throw shooter on the season. First one's up, no good. I gave her the jinx. If Shu was here, he would definitely be telling me about it. Here's a replay of that foul as Albert puts the second one up and in. 2-1 the score, 3:04 and counting in the first quarter. And a whistle and a timeout going to be called by Coach Matt Little and the Rockets. Timeouts tonight brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. You can check out their website at carriagecompany.com. Speaking of that game just 2 nights ago here at Berne Union in Sugar Grove, the Rockets hosted the number 5 team in the state in Division IV, Trimble Tomcats. And Trimble came out of here with a 3-point win, 46-43 in overtime. That was a heck of a game as Sophia Klein drained 32 points to lead the way for Berne Union. Tonight, yet to get on the board is Sophia. Not a lot of scoring at all. 2-1 right now. The Rockets lead the Irish with 2:59 to play in the first quarter. Coach Little took the timeout. We'll see what they do out of it. See if the Irish decide to switch up a defense. They've had a lot of success so far in the zone, so they'll stick with it. Brown to Evans. Quickly, they get it down to Klein. Now back out, 3-point attempt put up. Off the iron, no good for Lauren Groves. Dixon being worked on by Evans. Evans already has 1 5-second violation on Dixon tonight. Here's Bruce at the elbow. Nice cut and a give, and Vonnie Bethel scores it for the Irish. Great play drawn up there, and they ran it to perfection. 3-2 Irish. There's a pass into the elbow. Kick it back out. Evans for 3. It's no good. Mergen fights for the rebound. It's controlled by the Irish and Ellie Bruce. Dixon picks up her dribble. And the pass is tipped around. Who's it going to be? It's the Irish controlling it. Back to Dixon. Clock rolls under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. An open 3 put up for the Irish, and it's in for Ava Albert. She has 4 in the game, and the Irish lead at 5-2. Mina Gronbach checks back in for the Rockets. Albert with that 3, she's averaging 9.1 a contest. Look at that give and go right there from Ellie Bruce to Vonnie Bethel, a couple of sophomores there. Both these teams quite young. Berne Union with 2 seniors on their roster. Fisher Catholic with just 1. There's a 3-point attempt put up, no good for Berne Union. Rebounded by Sophia Klein. Irish have done a great job sealing off Sophia Klein. Has not really been involved much at all in the offense so far. Evans. Here's Klein in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound tipped and into the hands of Mitchell. Or Dixon, rather. Dixon picks up a dribble, gives it off to Bethel. They're going to guard them tight on around that 3-point arc. This Irish team not afraid to take the 3s as they turn it over here into the hands of Abby Evans. 3-point attempt put up, no good. And it's out of bounds. It'll stick with Fisher Catholic. A couple subs coming into the ball game for the Irish. Number 21, that is Ruby Hagee. And also coming in for the Irish is number 24, Emma McCready, with 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. Dixon, again, tight defense, and it's stolen away by Gronbach. Mina Gronbach to the hoop, lays it up and no good, or it's good, but she double dribbled. That's a violation. It goes back to Fisher Catholic. I mentioned they're playing really tough defense, denying those passing lanes, as you'll see it right here. Good job by Gronbach. This Irish team takes a lot of three-pointers, and the Rockets determined to take that away. Clock down to 14 seconds. And it's stolen away by Evans. Here comes Evans, 2-on-1. Nice pass over to Mergen. Mergen puts it up, no good. Evans on the backside, and it's stolen away by Dixon with 3 seconds. And a whistle, and it's going to be out of bounds. It'll stick with Berne Union with 0.2 seconds on the clock. This will have to be just a tip. No way you can catch the ball and shoot it. It has to be a tip in with 0.2. Mergen to inbound into Sophia Klein, and she did not get the shot off. So at the end of the first quarter, the Fisher Catholic Irish lead it 6-2 over the Berne Union Rockets in a tightly contested defensive game so far here in this first quarter. I want to say thanks to Fairfield DD. Tonight's game brought to you by Fairfield DD, supporting more than 1,200 people with developmental disabilities and their families in Fairfield County, bringing about a vibrant community where people can lead fulfilling lives and make meaningful contributions. That's Fairfield DD. Thanks for joining us tonight here from Sugar Grove. This is a good matchup between two Mid-State League Cardinal teams. I mentioned this is just the first time they've met. Usually you get to this point of the season, and it's the second go-around as tournament is right around the corner, but these two teams have not met yet. Both of them have had several stoppages in play due to COVID issues and shutdowns, and which really has, I think it's affected more recently Berne Union more than Fisher Catholic, as they came off, I believe it was a 10-day layoff, and then had to go right into the game with Bloom Carroll. They lost that one, then they lost to Rosecrans. They picked up a win, and then they lost to Trimble here the other night. So losers of 3 out of their last 4 after coming off a 10-day stoppage due to COVID. This Irish team has stopped a couple of times this season due to COVID issues. Surprisingly, both teams, though, with 13, or Berne Union rather, with 13 games on the season. Fisher Catholic has gotten in 9 so far. It'll be Irish basketball to start the second quarter. Here's Bethel inside the paint, kick it back out to Albert. Albert worked on closely by Mina Gronbach. Now right side, it's McCready. Tries to dump it in, but it's a foul going to be called. Who will they get? They get number 0, Abby Evans. That's her first. So it'll be Irish basketball underneath their own hoop. Ava Albert to check it in. Looking for Bethel in the corner. Nice job on the cut to Ellie Bruce, and she lays it up and in. Irish lead at 8-2, 7:34 to play in the first half. Evans kicks it left side to Gronbach. Now Mergen in the corner. Skip pass over to Groves. Nice quick ball movement. Here's Evans for 3. No good. And rebounded by Vonnie Bethel. Here come the Irish. Berne Union scored the first bucket of the game early in the first quarter and have not scored since. It's like there's a lid on the bucket, as well as Fisher Catholic playing good tight defense. Nice turnaround. What a move right there. A fake to the left, jab to the right, and lay it up and in for the sophomore Ellie Bruce. She has 4 in the game. Her team leads at 10-2. Evans gets it down to the corner to Mergen. And a whistle and a traveling violation on Berne Union. Watch the replay of this move right here. Just a great touch on the shot, too, by Ellie Bruce. Sydney Ellis checks into the ball game for Fisher Catholic, the freshman. She had a great JV contest tonight. I'll mention those scores in just a moment. We saw a junior high game and a JV game, so I'm going to tell you how those ended up here momentarily. Bethel with the basketball, tightly guarded by Mergen. Now it's stolen away by Gronbach. That's her second steal of the night. Here comes Gronbach, 1-on-3. Smartly will just pull it out and give it to Abby Evans, who lobs it in Sophia Klein. Klein puts it up and in, and she's on the board. Sophia Klein, the junior, 6'1", has her first bucket of the ball game and cuts that Irish lead to 6. Here's Ellis going on the drive, back out to Bethel. Now Bruce. And the ball kicked. It'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with Fisher Catholic. They have not been able to attempt anything from outside so far tonight. Watch this shot by Sophia Klein. This is just what she needed to get on track. And really good defense by Ellie Bruce. Klein just went up and over her. Back to live action now. Ellis tightly guarded by Gronbach. Good pick by Dixon. Ellis now has it stolen away. Abby Evans takes it away. And here come the Rockets. Here's Mergen. And a traveling violation once again. The Irish doing a great job of hustling back on defense. I think that's kind of what's contributed to a couple of those traveling violations so far for Berne Union. Coming back in for Berne Union is Hannah Brown. For Fisher Catholic, they have their starting 5 back in as Ellis comes out. Albert hands it off to Dixon. And a whistle and a foul going to be called on Sophia Klein, just reaching in. It'll be Irish basketball. Just beside us, Albert to inbound. And gets it into Dixon. 5-10 and counting here in this first half. Irish lead at 10-4. Here's Bethel. Nice lob inside to Bruce. Bruce couldn't get it to go, but a nice move. Hard to believe she's got 2 more years to play high school basketball. She's got some skills already. There's a lob pass over to Lauren Groves, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll be staying with Berne Union, but good tight defense again. Both these teams play an outstanding defense so far. Really is why we have such a low-scoring game at 10-4. Not many good looks at the basket so far. Here's Klein, wide open. Lobs it in to Gronbach. Had to save it in bounds. Quick ball movement around to Evans. Now dump inside, and it's out of bounds. It'll go to Fisher Catholic. Albert brings it up for the Irish. She'll hand it off to Dixon. Left side, Brooke Vogel. Here's Dixon again. Nice pass inside to Bruce. Bruce, strong to the hoop, couldn't get it to go. Good defense in there by Klein. Here is Klein at the free throw line. That pass, I think, was intended for Grombach, but in the corner, Brown was there to catch it. And a whistle and a foul going to be called on Fisher Catholic. They call it on Ava Albert. That's her first. Avery Bruce checks in for Fisher Catholic. So that gives the Irish 2 6'1" players, Avery and Ellie Bruce. Avery a junior, Ellie a sophomore. Ellie with the rebound here on the long 3. Dixon right side to Albert. Looking inside. Boy, Ellie Bruce just had a hand and a shove in the middle of her back. They didn't catch it. Here's Albert. Tried to dump it inside, and it's tipped by Sophia Klein. Back out to Dixon. Long 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Lauren Groves and the Rockets. The first 3 look that the Fisher Catholic Irish have had all night, and it wasn't a good one. It was a long look. 3:18 and counting here in the first half. Fisher Catholic leads at 10-4. Evans picks up her dribble, gives it off to Mergen, and that pass tipped and stolen away. Here comes Ava Albert and the Irish. Right side, Dixon thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Now she will after the move. Can't get it to go. And Brown with the rebound for the Rockets. Abby Evans. Quick first step, goes on the drive, off the glass, no good. There's Sophia Klein, the backside rebound. Her putback no good, but she's going to the free throw line. She's fouled by Avery Bruce.
Foul is on Fisher Catholic's Ellie.
Or check that, Ellie Bruce, that is.
Sophia Klein at the line for Berne Union.
Sophia Klein at the free throw line. First one's up and good. Sophia averaging 19.5 points per game, also 10.3 rebounds per game. After that, very balanced attack from this Rockets basketball team. Second free throw, hits every part of the rim and drops. 10-6 our score, 2:43 and counting here in the first half. Dixon brings it up, tight defense again by Abby Evans. And a whistle and a tie-up, and it's going to go back to Berne Union. Abby Evans is playing stingy defense out front on every Fisher Catholic ball handler. We've already seen several steals, and when they aren't stealing them, they're tipping them and getting in those passing lanes. Here's Gronbach. Her pass is taken away by the Irish. Here's Vonnie Bethel. Bethel thought about spotting up for three, doesn't do it. Nice dump into Avery Bruce. It's tipped and into the hands of Mergen. Evans, left side to Mergen. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half. Klein, quick first step to the baseline. The reverse layup is up and in. Just like that, Sophia Klein has 6 points. She leads her team and pulls the Rockets back to within 2 at 10-8. If she starts to heat up, watch out. Bruce back out to Dixon. Dixon on the drive. And her pass is stolen away by Mergen. Here comes Evans. Evans gets around Bethel. Now left side. Gronbach fires up a three. No good. Mergen the rebound. Kick it back out to Sophia Klein. Her shot no good, but she's fouled on the box out. Here's a replay on that quick first step on the baseline. If you don't get over there and cut her off, she's going to do this all night long. Great move by Sophia Klein. And she goes back to the free throw line where she just drained two just moments ago. She has a chance to tie it up right here. First one's up and good. Second free throw for Klein up and also good. The Rockets are on an 8-0 run to tie it up at 10 with 1:11 to play in the first half. Albert, right side to Dixon. Over to Albert, back to Dixon. Under a minute to play in the first half. There's a pass over to Albert, thought about the three. Lob it inside to Bruce. Bruce can't get the shot to go, and it's tipped and out of bounds. Who are they going to say it goes to? Berne Union. 46.4 seconds to play in the first half. We're tied up at 10. We'll see if the Rockets decide to try to play for one shot or if they'll just get a good look and take it. Ellie Bruce checks out for Fisher Catholic. Emma McCready comes back in. Mergen in the corner. Back out to Gronbach. Now right side, it's Evans. Down to 26 seconds and counting in the first half. Evans with 18 seconds. Her pass is tipped and almost stolen away. Klein controls it. Now rebound on the backside by McCready with 11 seconds. Here comes Dixon down to 9 seconds. Dixon up ahead. Vonnie Bethel fires up a three. No good. Rebounded by Klein with 3 seconds. Here's Evans, and they will get a shot off. Almost in at the buzzer. Lauren Groves just off the front of the iron. And what a great first half we had, as the score is 10-10 as they head to the locker room. Our halftime is brought to you tonight by Fairfield Federal. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan Association is your Fairfield County community bank, specializing in home mortgage loans. They've been serving the Lancaster community since 1895. Stop in and see us today at any of our 3 locations: in Lancaster on Main Street, in downtown Lancaster, and on West Fair Avenue, or in Pickerington on Cross Creeks Boulevard. We are banking that revolves around you. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have some first half stats and then all the play-by-play action of the second half coming up on the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Taylor with Habitat for Humanity of Southeast Ohio. Here at Habitat, our mission is simple. We're here to bring people together to build homes, community, and hope. Achieving this mission is made possible by the support of local partners like Buckeye Toyota and their Buckeye Cares program. That means Buckeye Toyota will make a donation with every vehicle sold this month. From all of us at Habitat for Humanity, we say thank you, Buckeye Toyota, for all of your support.
Thank you for calling Buckeye Toyota. How may I help you?
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Fairfield Medical Center took care of me like I was family.
I was made to feel like I was the only person that they were going to see that day, even though I knew that wasn't the case.
Everyone at Fairfield Medical Center was very attentive. They just put my mind at ease.
I was there for 12 days, and I felt comfortable there.
We were people to them, not a number. They took the time to get to know us, our personalities.
Well, they saved my life. You know, how do you beat that?
I don't know how I could have gotten through it without them.
Experience Fairfield Medical Center.
Come experience the Huddle Tire difference. Locally owned and operated since 1910, we're your independent tire and auto repair shop. We carry all major brands of tires, including Goodyear, Cooper, BF Goodrich, and many more. But we're more than just tires. From safety inspections to alignments, brakes, shocks, and struts, even preventive maintenance, we can handle it all. Enjoy the ride at Huddle Tire Company, 300 South Columbus Street, or we can be reached at our website at huddletire.com.
Welcome back to Sugar Grove, Berne Union High School, where our halftime score, we're all tied up. Fisher Catholic 10, Berne Union 10 is on the court. They're noticing and honoring the elementary school girls basketball teams here in Berne Union. Nice for those young ladies to get recognized. Taking a look at some first half stats. First of all, scoring for Berne Union, the host team tonight. It's Mina Gronbach with 2 points, and then Sophia Klein with 8. Klein had a slow start, but then turned it on there in that second quarter to give them 8 points. And then for the Fisher Catholic Irish, a little bit more balance. Vonnie Bethel has 2, Ava Albert has 4, and Ellie Bruce has 4 points. The Irish went on a 10-0 run after Berne Union started off the game going up by a bucket. And then Berne Union comes right back in that second quarter and goes on an 8-0 run of their own to tie it up at 10 here at halftime. Scores from earlier tonight, the junior high game. St. Mary's won that one 37-16. That was the early contest. And the JV score just before this game came on tonight, Fisher Catholic beat Berne Union 20-16 in what was a very good and tightly contested basketball game. Again, your halftime score here tonight, 10-10, Fisher Catholic and Berne Union in this Mid-State League Cardinal Division matchup. We're going to take a timeout. We come back, we'll have all the second half action on the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs. 740-689-6991.
Life is unpredictable. That's why estate planning is important. Estate planning provides you comfort and peace of mind knowing that you're taking care of your loved ones and ensuring your legacy lives on just as you envisioned. You lived a life that is beautifully and uniquely yours. You deserve an estate planning attorney who understands that and creates a plan as unique as you and in the best interest of your loved ones. You deserve the local, trusted, experienced attorneys at Dagger Law.
Swing into the Carriage Company and check out our sweet deals.
If you're looking for the best selection of clean, quality used vehicles, look no further than the Carriage Company. You'll feel secure with your purchase, knowing all vehicles undergo an extensive safety and service check prior to the sale. And all vehicles can be viewed online at carriagecompany.com. The Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
So wait!
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center, Dagger Law, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, the Savings Bank, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, the Edwards Insurance Agency, Buckeye Toyota, Huddle Tire and Auto, and North Body Shop.
Hey, welcome back to Berne Union High School. Your halftime score, Berne Union 10, Fisher Catholic 10 in this Mid-State League Cardinal Division matchup. And there's a good shot of this Berne Union Rocket marching Rocket Band. They are now the pep band here for basketball season. That Will Vinrick right there on trumpet. This is one of the best bands that you will hear in around. It doesn't matter, what size the school is. This Berne Union band is outstanding. During football season, they go to a lot of marching band competitions and beat bands that are much, much bigger than them. They do a great job, and Mr. Latore down here just doing a fabulous job. And speaking of people doing a fabulous job, we want to say thank you to Jolynn Pugh and the concession stand here at Berne Union. Whether it's football or basketball, whenever we're here, she does a great job taking care of us, and we just appreciate all she does and providing us with anything we need concession-wise. And so thank you, Jolynn. We greatly appreciate it. Also want to say thanks to the athletic directors for these two schools. Of course, here at Berne Union, it's Danny Snively. I believe he's in year number 3 or 4 here at Berne Union, doing an outstanding job. And Danny is whenever there's any type of athletic event near Berne Union, near Sugar Grove, or involving any Sugar Grove, any team from Berne Union, he's going to be there. There's Danny right there, and just does a great job down here at Berne Union. So we want to say thanks to him. As you saw Coach Bethel walking by and trying to steal a ball away from him. Also from Fisher Catholic, Roy Teddy in his first year at Fisher Catholic as the athletic director. And, of course, both coaches for these two teams. We mentioned Ben Bethel from Fisher Catholic and Matt Little from Berne Union. It takes a lot of people to pull off one of these telecasts, and, of course, all those folks I mentioned, but none more important than our Interface Video Productions crew. I want to say thanks to them, giving you the sights and the sounds tonight. Of course, over here beside me, we've got Bob Campetti, Josh Messerly, and Donnie Ziegfeld. They do all the technical stuff. They push buttons and all that stuff to show you all the pictures. But then high atop Berne Union bleachers, there's Jason Roush on our top camera right there, and he's going to give you a shot down on the floor of Tom Russo, who gives you the shots right down on the hardwood, and anything that comes at him, he's going to get it no matter if it takes him out or not. So we want to say thanks to our IVP crew tonight, bringing you all this action from Berne Union. Again, it's a fabulous start to this one. 10-10 here at halftime as both these teams went on long runs. Berne Union started off the game, scored with the first bucket to go up 2-0 early. Then Fisher Catholic, really it was kind of a drought by both teams. Not a lot of scoring there in that late in the first quarter. Finally, Fisher Catholic came alive, and they put in 8 points in a row to take, or rather 10 points in a row to take a 10-2 lead. And then to finish out the half, Berne Union went on a run of their own, led by Sophia Klein. She finished with all 8 of the final 8 points of the half to give her the leading scorer in the first half, and to tie this ball game up at 10 here in this first half. Coming up for our Interface Video Productions broadcast schedule, on Tuesday night, going to have another girls contest out at Amanda Clear Creek. Head coach Tim Leist and his Lady Aces doing a great job this year. They're coming off of a season where I believe they were maybe won 2 games, and they are 13-5 right now. And they've got a big Mid-State League Buckeye matchup with Fairfield Union on Tuesday night. Josh Messerly will be on the call that one. We'll have that one for you. And then coming up also next week, Berne Union at Fisher Catholic Boys on Friday night. Then the following Monday, it's Bloom Carroll at Liberty Union Girls. And we round out the regular season on Friday, February 11th, Fairfield Union at Bloom Carroll Boys. Always a fun one when we go out to Bloom Carroll to do the Falcons and the Bulldogs matchup. That's always a great contest. We look forward to that one. We're set for the second half here from Berne Union. It'll be the Fisher Catholic Irish starting with the basketball. Out front with it is Ava Albert. Man-to-man defense continuing for Berne Union. They've played outstanding defense in the first half. Here's Albert for 3, no good. Bruce, the backside rebound. A whistle and a tie-up will stay with Berne Union. Great job by Sophia Klein to tie her up. Bruce just needs to be a little bit stronger with that board. That'll come with time. She's just a sophomore, 6'1". Played a great first half, and there's a tip out by Vonnie Bethel. Good job getting in that passing lane. A lob pass from Evans over to Mergen, and Mergen will inbound on the near side. Irish in that zone defense. Here's Klein. First time we've seen her out front. She's played primarily from right around the elbow all the way down to the low block, and she just came out top there. She's not afraid to shoot that 3 either. Here's Evans with the basketball. Skips it left side over to Hannah Brown. Brown picks up her dribble, gets it back over to Evans. Good job underneath by Ellie Bruce guarding Klein. There's a skip pass. Goes flying out of bounds. Coach Little could have caught that one and shot it. There's that tip out by Vonnie Bethel. Albert gets it back to Dixon. Again, close defense by Abby Evans, and a 5-second violation is going to be called. I believe that's the third one that Abby Evans has produced there. She's got nice, quick feet. Does a great job sliding side to side, keeping on that man-to-man defense. There's a dump to the elbow, and a good job by Bruce. They had Sophia Klein open, but Bruce did a good job fronting her and tipping that pass. Here's Albert. Albert will back it out. Get it over to Bethel. Takes the screen, and her pass is tipped. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Irish. Try to do a little screen and roll there, but a good job by the Rockets to tip it. Dixon to inbound, gets it into Albert. And again, tight defense by Grombach. Ooh, there's a big screen. They call an offensive screen, a foul. Not sure about that, as Jada Dixon was just standing there. Grombach ran right into her. I don't know. We'll have to see if she raised her arms at all. Yeah, you know what? Maybe she did. Not a bad call. I think if she has her arms down to her side, then it's a no call. But she raised her arms, and I think that's what got her. She didn't necessarily extend her arms. She just raised them up, and I think that's what really got her on that call. But on the other side, it's a traveling violation for Berne Union, so the ball goes right back to Fisher Catholic. There's a pass over to Bethel. Bethel takes the screen, skips it over to Albert, trying to get inside. Sophia Klein playing great front side defense on Ellie Bruce. She just cannot get open. I'm sure that's going to be a focal point here in this second half. Bruce had a good first half. Here's Albert getting it over to Dixon. Dixon picks up her dribble as she's falling and passes it off to Albert. Albert almost left her feet as she tried to throw a pass. Ava kick it back out. Dixon for a long-range three, and she got it. Jada Dixon, her first bucket of the ball game. It's a three-pointer and puts the Irish up 13-10. They have not been able to shoot any shorter threes. Everything's been extended as Berne Union's had some tight defense, and that time Dixon got it anyway. Here's Mergen, quick ball movement around to Abby Evans at the top. Evans just inside the paint. Her shot no good, but she's going to the free throw line as the foul going to be called on Jada Dixon. Watch this three. She's way out there and drained it. Dixon's called for the foul, her first. That puts Abby Evans to the free throw line, and she got it to go. Lauren Groves checks back in for Berne Union. Second free throw up and also good for Abby. 13-12 the score, 4:44 to play in the third quarter. Albert worked on by Gronbach. Albert fires up the three now. In and out, rebounded by the Irish, but then lost. Stolen away by Klein. Klein to the hoop, puts it up and in. Give her 10 in the contest, and the Rockets take a lead, 14-13, their first lead since early in this game at 2-0. It has been close and it's been tied, but it's their first lead. Abby Evans with the steal. Evans one-on-one against Dixon. Her shot no good, and Dixon fouls her. Two quick fouls on Jada Dixon here in this second half. Here's a replay of that drive by Sophia Klein. Evans back to the line. She just hit two in a row, and now a timeout going to be called by Coach Ben Bethel. Our timeouts tonight brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. You can check out their website at carriagecompany.com. Glad you're joining us tonight on this cold and somewhat snowy Friday night. Most of the schools in our area were out today due to snow. Not a lot of snow, but I think it was a little bit slick under that snow, so they took precautions and canceled school. But nice job by our road crews to clear it so we can have high school basketball here on a Friday night. There's the student section here at Berne Union. I don't think the music goes with the outfits, though. Just something doesn't seem right. 14-13 the score. Berne Union leads Fisher Catholic. The Irish scored first here in the second half. It was a three by Dixon. But then Berne Union comes right back. The parents are getting into it now. Look at the young girls. Sit down, Mom. You're embarrassing me. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Wow. Abby Evans at the free throw line. She gets two. First one's up and good. Second one for Evans, up and also good. She's hit 4 free throws in a row to give her team a 3-point lead, their largest of the night at 16-13. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Albert with the 5-second count on, needs to get rid of it, finally does to Dixon. Dixon picks it up and gets it over to Albert. Here's Bruce, giving it in to the other Bruce, and a tie-up, and it will stay with Fisher Catholic. It was Ellie to Avery, and Avery had it tied up. Irish keeps the basketball. Dixon to inbound. Gets it into Albert. Albert fires up the three, no good. And out of bounds, it'll go back to Berne Union. She had a good look. 3:27 and counting here in this third quarter. Rockets lead at 16-13. Evans, left side. Mergen thought about that three, didn't take it as Dixon closed out pretty quickly. Gronbach now gets it into Klein. Lob pass to Mergen, back out to Evans, and now Sophia Klein for three. And she got it. Sophia Klein with 13 points. Keep in mind, she started off quite slow tonight. Nothing of her doing. She just didn't have any looks. And right now has 13. There's a three on the other side, no good. Rebounded by the Irish. Albert fires up another three. No good. Rebounded by Klein. Here's a steal by Vonnie Bethel. Bethel one-on-one against Klein. Puts it up and in. They needed that one to stop the bleeding. Vonnie Bethel with her fourth point of the game. Cuts it back to within 4 at 19-15. Mergen. Out front to Evans. Patience here from this Berne Union offense. Going to force Fisher Catholic to come out on them. Be patient, look for that shot inside. Skip pass over to Mergen. Evans fires up a three. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Vonnie Bethel. Momentarily, Bethel looked like she might fire a long pass down, but thought better of it. Albert being guarded by Gronbach. Now over to Ellie Bruce. And the pass stolen away. Evans with it. Here comes Abby Evans. Goes all the way to the hoop. Her shot is blocked, but rebounded by Klein. Back out, three put up and in for Lauren Groves, her first point of the ball game. The senior is on the board for Berne Union, and they've got their largest lead of the night at 22-15. Left her open, and she drains it. Timeouts brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. You can check out their website at carriagecompany.com. Coach Bethel in that huddle talking to his ladies about what they need to do to cut this deficit. Here we go. Got another dance-off going up in the stands. And there's the daughter. Sit down, Dad. Nothing wrong with having a little fun at a high school basketball game. Albert brings it up. Gets it to Bruce. Looking inside to Avery Bruce. Goes up off the glass, no good. Sophia Klein the rebound. And has it tipped from behind, but it will stay with the Rockets. Subs coming into the ball game for the Irish. Vonnie Bethel comes in. Also checking back in her second stint of the night is Ruby Hagee. Jada Dixon and Ellie Bruce come out to get a breather. Evans gets it over right side to Brown. Down under a minute to play here in this third quarter. Down to 27 seconds. They're just going to hold it, work for one shot. Down to 18 seconds. Evans. Now to Mergen. Back to Evans. Down to 11 seconds. Down to 10. Here's Mergen in the corner. She fires up a three. No good. Backside rebound by the Irish. Emma McCready down to 1 second. Albert fires one from half court, no good. Pretty entertaining third quarter as Berne Union had a great one. They outscored Fisher Catholic in that quarter 12-5 to lead it 22-15 as we head into the final quarter of play here from Berne Union High School. Sophia Klein continued with her hot shooting in that third quarter as you get a look at what happens during timeouts here at Berne Union. He could be internet famous, I think. Here's the funniest part, though. The daughter coming up. Please, Dad, you are embarrassing me. There's a good look into the huddle of Berne Union. Coach Matt Little. His team ranked 9th in the state in Division IV. They gave number 5 team in the state, Trimble, all they could handle here just 2 nights ago in a tough 46-43 overtime loss. In that game, Sophia Klein had 32 points. Right here tonight, she's up to 13 as we head into the final 8 minutes. It will be Berne Union basketball as we start the fourth. Sydney Ellis stays in the game for Fisher Catholic. This could be strictly for defense. Ellis is a really good defensive player. Saw that in the JV contest tonight. Very quick. Had a lot of steals in that game. Evans lobs it down to the baseline. Back out to Evans now. Now Klein gives it over to Brown. I'll skip over to Mergen in the corner. Three-pointer put up and in once again. Lauren Groves, 2 threes. One to end that third quarter, close to the end of it, and one to start the fourth, and they lead it by 10 now, 25-15. Bethel gives it into Ellie Bruce, off the glass, no good, but she's going to the free throw line as Lauren Groves picks up a foul. There she is in the corner. Just drains it. Lauren Groves, the senior, listed as the shooting guard, and now we see why. Bruce, free throw up and no good. Ava Albert checks back in. She replaces Sydney Ellis. Second free throw for Bruce is up and good. 25-16, 7:02 and counting here in the contest. Sophia Klein lobs it over in the corner. Another three put up. This one going to go off the top of the backboard. That's out of bounds. But why not? Why not give it to her? She's hit 2 in a row. Has Lauren Groves. Lauren averages 5.7 points per ball game. Here's Dixon giving it off to Bethel. Dump inside to Ellie Bruce. Bruce, a nice move, strong move to the hoop and puts it up and in. If they could do more of that and get some stops, they could climb right back in. 25-18 the score right now. 6.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Mergen on the drive inside the paint, skips it over to Klein. Nice quick ball movement by Berne Union. There's a tip and stolen away. Up ahead to Albert. Albert will skip it over to Dixon. Back to Albert. She'll fire up a three. No good. Ellie Bruce the rebound. And she's fouled. She's going back to the free throw line. Let's just move right here. Just a real good one.
Fouls on Lauren Rose. Ellie Bruce at the line for Fisher Catholic.
Bruce back to the free throw line. First one's up and no good. I like what she did there, though. She walks away from the free throw line, gets a breather, reset, and shoot another one. Gronbach checks back into the ball game for Berne Union as Bruce's second free throw up and good. 25-19, back to a 6-point deficit for the Irish. And a whistle and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Little. Once again, timeouts tonight brought to you by the Carriage Company. They've got, we just drove by the Carriage Company today. Got a lot of nice vehicles on the lot. I always look at the trucks and think, I need that. My wife doesn't agree, but I need it. So thank you, Carriage Company, for being our timeout sponsor. As you get a look into the Fisher Catholic huddle right there, they trail at 25-19. Just moments ago, they trailed it by 10, 25-15. They're doing everything they can to chip away at this one. These two teams coming in at second and third right now in the Mid-State League Cardinal Division. Bishop Rosecrans right now leads the way at 9-1 overall, 14-2 overall, that is, 9-1 in the league. Berne Union is 10-2 overall, or 10-3 overall, and 7-1 in the league. Fisher Catholic, 9-3 overall, 4-3 in the league. So 1, 2, 3 right there. Rosecrans, Berne Union, and Fisher Catholic. And then follow that up with Harvest Prep, who's having one of their better years in several. They had a few years there a while back where they were just making deep runs into the tournament and even making it to the state championship, and kind of fell off for a little bit, and now they're back rebuilding it over there in Canal Winchester. They stand at 5-4, just behind Fisher Catholic. They actually beat Fisher Catholic earlier this year when the Irish were shorthanded. Here's a steal by Ava Albert. Just took it right away from Sophia Klein. Albert now, a hook shot, no good. Bruce, the rebound. Her putback's no good. Klein, the rebound. And a pass is stolen away by Vonnie Bethel. Bethel to Bruce, back to Bethel. Now here's Dixon. Bethel being worked on by Evans. Gets it into Ellie Bruce. Bruce to the hoop, no good. She's going back to the free throw line. Bailey Mergen's called for the foul. That is her first. Ellie Bruce back to the line. She's 2 of 4 there tonight. Both of her trips there, she's missed the first and made the second. See what she does here. First one's up and good. Avery Bruce checks in. She replaces Brooke Vogel. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Sophia Klein. (25-20), 5-10 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Been a good game so far. Mergen, or check that, it's Gronbach driving inside the paint. Shot's no good, gets it back, and has it stolen away by Ava Albert. Albert now has it taken away, and just a tie-up right there as both of them going hard after the basketball ran into each other. You see, like to see the nice sportsmanship there by Klein and Ava Albert helping each other up. Here it is right here. Yeah, just a tough collision, and Albert called for the foul. Evans gives it over to Groves. Now back to Evans. Here's Groves. Takes one dribble, picks it up, back to Evans now. Over to Klein. Klein on the drive. Can't get the shot to go. Gronbach, the backside rebound, put back no good. She's going to go to the free throw line as she's fouled by Ellie Bruce.
Foul is on Ellie Bruce. Nina Gronbach at the line for the Rockets.
Gronbach goes to the free throw line. She averages 5.8 points a game. First one's up and no good. Gronbach is a player who's come a long way. We saw her get some varsity time in, I believe, her freshman year. She's a senior now. Maybe if it wasn't her freshman year, it was definitely her sophomore year. And she's come a long way. She's really developed her game, especially defensively, as you see her right here on Ava Albert. Just a tight defense. She's already gotten 1 5-second violation called on the Irish tonight. So is Abby Evans. She's had 3 as Dixon drives and gets it over to Bethel. Now back out to Albert. Albert fires up a 3 in traffic. Somehow got that to go. Second 3 of the night for Ava Albert. We're back to within 3 at 26-23. But on the other side, Lauren Groves can't get this one to go. Saved inbounds by the Irish, but they'll say that it was caught with a foot on the line, so it stays with the Rockets. The official waiting for somebody to check the ball in. Gronbach finally will head over that way. There's a look at Coach Matt Little. In the corner, Groves thought about the 3. Good closeout quickly by Ava Albert. Here's Evans. Down to 3:24 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Groves with the basketball. Back out now to Mergen, now over to Evans. Nice bounce pass inside to Sophia Klein. Klein strong to the hoop, got her own rebound, puts it back up and in. Good hustle by Sophia Klein on the miss to get her own rebound and put back. 28-23 now, 5-point lead for Berne Union. Here's a 3 from Albert, no good. Bruce the rebound, kicks it out to Dixon. Where the Rockets are really playing tight defense on Vonnie Bethel. I don't know if you noticed it in that last possession as Evans shot no good. Klein somehow comes flying in for the rebound. She's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. The foul was called on Fisher Catholic. Watch this right here. This is Sophia Klein, that last possession. Missed it. She knew she missed it. And then just out-hustles everybody for the rebound and the putback. Free throw up and no good. I was mentioning earlier that the defense that they're playing on Vonnie Bethel, Bethel's the second leading scorer for the Irish at 10.2 points a game, but she's their leading three-point shooter. She's made 26 three-pointers on the season and hasn't even had an opportunity tonight to take hardly any as Klein gets the bounce there. And if you watch on this possession from our top camera, the last time it was Mergen guarding Vonnie Bethel, and it didn't matter who had the basketball or where the basketball was. She was face guarding Bethel the entire time. That's why she only has tonight, right now, 4 points in the game. They've made it a point to take away the 3 threat from the Irish. Somehow they've still been able to get 3 of those tonight, 2 by Ellie Mitchell, or I'll check that, Ava Albert, and 1 by Dixon. And there's a score by Dixon. Or check that, Ellie Bruce on the score. 29-25, 2 minutes to go in the game. Three-pointer put up, in and out, but a rebound and a put back by Sophia Klein. 6-point lead for the Rockets, 31-25. Coach Bethel not happy with the rebounding or lack thereof from his team on the defensive end. Albert being worked on by Gronbach. Over to Dixon. Albert again, down to a minute and a half. Here's Ellie Bruce. Puts a shot up and in. 31-27, 1:18 and counting. Irish going to have to come out of that zone defense and come up and guard them if they want a chance here. And Coach Bethel calls a timeout. I think that's exactly what he's going to address right here. Check out this replay of this inbound right here to Ellie Bruce. A good job by Dixon getting it into her, and then Bruce finishing it. She has 13 points in the game to lead the Irish. Right now, Sophia Klein leads all scorers with 18. 1:10 to play in the fourth quarter, 31-27. Rockets on top of Fisher Catholic. Again, want to say thanks to our Interface Video Productions crew tonight. Bob Campetti, Donnie Ziegfeld, Josh Messerly over beside me. And then on our cameras tonight, Jason Roush and Tom Russo. They always do a fine job. You see the pictures there. Lots of folks came out for this one on a snowy, cold night on a Friday night. And for Fisher Catholic, they've got their boys team playing at home tonight against Fairfield Christian. And really, it's not a scheduling thing. That's just they don't have many dates to choose from, as they've had a lot of cancellations on both the boys and girls. And so anytime there's an open date, there's going to be a game played. You see Josh pointing to the hat there. Go Bengals, right? Got a big football game coming up on Sunday. Some guy by the name of Burrow just 50 miles down the road there, maybe not quite 50. From Athens. But right here in Sugar Grove, it's a good basketball game, 31-27. Rockets on top of the Irish in this girls matchup in Mid-State League Cardinal. The Irish have come out of the zone defense. They're back to a man-to-man now for the first time tonight, actually. Klein on the drive, inside the paint, spin move, and nice shot by Sophia Klein. She's just good. And just a junior. Under a minute to play, 33-27. Albert drives, puts the shot up, no good. Rebounded by Berne Union. Abby Evans quickly ahead for the Rockets. Down to 34 seconds. They'll get it over to Groves. And Coach Bethel trying to get him to foul, and they finally will get one. Mergen didn't seem to like it. You gotta know that's coming. Watch this move by Sophia Klein. Just really good. High off the glass. Foul was called on Vonnie Bethel, her third. That sends Bailey Mergen to the free throw line. And no good. Ellie Bruce the rebound. Down to 24 seconds. Ava Albert fires up a three and got it! And a quick timeout called by Coach Ben Bethel. It is a 3-point contest with 18.9 seconds to go. Ava Albert with a third three of the night. Watch this one. Right in front of her bench. Abby Evans didn't get out there quick enough. And boom. You see that Irish bench over there getting fired up after that three to cut it to within three, 33-30. It's been a really, really good game tonight on both sides. Both these teams playing well. Just some good defense being played as well. For Fisher Catholic, you're thinking about the defense they played. Think about what Sophia Klein has done in this game. She's over 20 points, but she scored 32 just 2 nights ago. Right now, their whole team at 33. So they've played some pretty good defense tonight, but still not enough to shut down Klein. She's just a fabulous basketball player, and she'll have another year here in Sugar Grove. 6'1" junior. Her sister Bella Klein was a heck of a player here as well, who graduated last year, along with Emily Blevins. Both those two going on to play at the next level. Mergen to inbound as Fisher Catholic brings the full court pressure. They get it into Sophia Klein. Klein quickly ahead. Back out to Evans, now over to Mergen. And a foul away from the basketball. It's going to be called on Ava Albert. That'll be her third. So back to the free throw line goes Bailey Mergen. Sydney Ellis is in for Fisher Catholic. 10.2 seconds to play in the contest. Mergen's free throw up and good. Believe it or not, that's her first point of the game. Coach Bethel going to call a timeout with 10.2 seconds to play. And Berne Union up 34-30 with Bailey Mergen to the free throw line. She has one more on the bonus situation here. Let's go to our players of the game. First of all, for the Fisher Catholic Irish, brought to you by the Edwards Insurance Agency. The Edwards Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency with over 60 years of experience. See the difference personal care makes. Contact the Edwards Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs at 740-653-4004. Well, we could go with a couple players for Fisher Catholic, but I think the play that Ellie Bruce has had underneath the basket, number 22, the sophomore, Ellie Bruce, has just done a fabulous job for them. Got a couple more years to play for this Fisher Catholic team. Right now, she's up over 10 points in the game. You could have gone with Ava Albert. She's had a great game as well, especially here in this fourth quarter. But I think we'll go with Ellie Bruce as the player of the game for Fisher Catholic. And after the next stoppage, we will get the player of the game for Berne Union as Bailey Mergen hits the second free throw to go up by 5. Down to 6 seconds. Dixon needs to get a shot off, down to 2 seconds. I don't think they're going to get one off. Albert fires it up, no good. And the Berne Union Rockets pull out a tough win tonight, 35-30 over the Fisher Catholic Irish. Watch this replay here. They just really good defense as they played all night. Berne Union just played tough defense, not giving Fisher Catholic any looks. And, of course, they didn't get a good one there at the end. Let's go with our Berne Union player of the game before we get to our final stats. Berne Union player of the game brought to you by the Savings Bank, where community always comes first. The Savings Bank, proud of our heritage, founded by local people, committing to serving individuals and businesses in southeastern Ohio. Learn more at thesavingsbank.com. Our player of the game for Berne Union, none other than Sophia Klein. Started slow. Fisher Catholic played outstanding defense on her early, but she finally got hot in that second quarter, and she finished the game with 20 points. And really, that was the difference. She helped Berne Union to the 35-30 win. Let's look at the final stats. First of all, for Fisher Catholic scoring, it was Vonnie Bethel finishing with 4 points. Jada Dixon had 3. Ava Albert finished with 10 points, 3 big threes on the night for her. And then leading the way for the Irish was Ellie Bruce with 13 points. For the Berne Union Rockets, Abby Evans finished with 4 points, but what you don't see in the stat column is the amount of 5-second violations that Abby Evans produced for Berne Union. Just tight defense from her. Also in the scoring column, Bailey Mergen had 2. Those last 2 free throws you saw. Mina Grombach with 3. And again, Mina Grombach, a lady who put on some outstanding defense as well. Got a couple of 5-second violations from her as well. Lauren Groves, a couple big threes in that fourth quarter to give her 6 points in the game. And then the Rockets led by Sophia Klein. She comes off of a 32-point performance on Wednesday night to score 20 tonight against their league rival, the Fisher Catholic Irish, to give the Berne Union Rockets a 35-30 win. Berne Union moves now to 11-3 overall, 8-1 in the Mid-State League Cardinal. The Fisher Catholic Irish dropped to 9-4 overall, 4-4 in the Mid-State League Cardinal. Want to invite you to join us coming up on Tuesday night as Josh Messerly will have the call of the Fairfield Union Falcons lady basketball team as they will take on the Lady Aces from Amanda Clear Creek. That's going to be a good one out at Amanda Clear Creek coming up Tuesday night. Again, want to thank our Interface Video Productions crew, Josh Messerly, Donnie Ziegfeld, Bob Campetti, Jason Roush, and Tom Russo. Again, your final score tonight from Sugar Grove, Berne Union 35, Fisher Catholic 30. For all of our Interface Video Productions crew, I'm Jared Stewart. Have yourselves a great night, everybody. Stay warm.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center, Dagger Law, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, the Savings Bank, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, the Edwards Insurance Agency, Buckeye Toyota, Huddle Tire and Auto, and North Body Shop.